Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video and welcome to the beginning of the editing vlog of my romance novel. It's the 28th of June today. I began editing my romance novel 2 days ago and now I'm on chapter 6. Let me just say that I'm so excited to edit this book. At the very first chapter I felt good about my novel. I think it has a catchy title and I felt like the first chapter, from my male point of view, set up like the tension of the two characters really well. It's a Grumpy Sunshine novel, and now today I'm on chapter 6. It's very freaking hot, and I just filmed a video. I filmed the July Plans With Me video, and I can link that in one of these corners and also in the description below if you want to watch that. But in this video, I'm thinking that we're gonna edit the whole book together. I'm gonna go through it and see if the book works from beginning to end. So hopefully there's nothing big to fix because I don't really have time. I don't really have time for beta readers. I'm just gonna do this one editing round, send it out to the contest, send it out to publishers. But first, we're gonna open a package together because that's my favorite thing to do now on my channel. And it's a package from my publisher. And what's really fun is the next package or book box that I'm gonna open up with you will be my own book box, because I'm gonna go away now in July to go sign the books and pack the book boxes with them. It will be the first time that I meet them, so that will be very nerve-wracking but also fun. Anyway, this is a summer book box containing 2 novels by Karin Hurtig. So now we're gonna open this together because I love doing that. But yeah, my plan is to finish editing the book in July. And so far, so good. I mean, I'm in the 6th chapter and I'm only on the 28th of June. If I'm really ambitious, I want to finish the book during these 2 weeks that I'm off from work. But we'll see about that. Because I don't want to sit and edit all the time when I'm home. My family is off from work as well, so I want to hang out with them as well. But here is the book box! Oh my god! This is so cute! The first thing that I see is Emergency Rain Poncho, and it's so cute. It's like, I feel like it's a vintage kind of packaging, and it says make sure you are prepared when bicycling. That was fun. And then we have what they call fika bites, so a little bit of candy, which is also very appreciated now in summer. And then we have peach iced tea. This reminds me so much of when I used to, like when I was younger and I used to go up to like the north of Sweden with my grandparents, and we always, like it was always during the hottest part of summer, and we always used to drink this peach iced tea or the lemon iced tea. And then I see a notebook. It says Skapa dina drömmar. It translates to make your own dreams, and on the back it says en liten bok för att ge dina idéer liv. And translates kind of to a little book to give your ideas life. But I mean, that is always good. And then, oh my god, it's a little cooling, whatever it's called in English. It's so small and so cute. This lunch bag is recycled product. Recycle, reuse and be kind to the planet, which I agree on. Then we get to the bookmark, which looks like this. And it says sun, cliffs, the sea and me. Like a woman standing on a cliff and looking out at the sea, and there's a sailing boat there as well. I think fits very well to the book that they have here. So now we get to the books. And here they are. The first one is the short story, or the novella, I guess. It's called Solsken över Mollösund and it's by Karin Hurtig, which I said before. It's a summer short story of their seasonal kind of short story collection or novella collection. All romance stories, and I think this was one of my favorites. And the actual design of the book is so freaking cute. I love it so much. I think this is my favorite cover of them all. So here are my other 2, which is the spring one and the fall one. And so now we can put summer in between those. I have 3 of them. Look at them! Anyway, I'm fangirling so much. I'm gonna stop talking about that now. And then we're gonna talk about Sommarkvällar i Havsviken by Karin Hurtig. And this is the sequel to, maybe I can get it out for you. This is the sequel to this one, and this one was Havsvikens Bokcafé, and it's about, what was she called, Luna, and this followed her story where she like battled with, I think, endometriosis and not being able to have children, and it's a feel-good with a little bit of romance. And this is about a book cafe, and in the end of this book we meet another character, which is the main character of this book. And this book is about unhealthy and destructive relationships and her battling with her like mental health after such a relationship relationship with someone. It is a topic very dear to my heart. If you don't know, my fancy romance novel, Nea.andherbooks, that also tackles destructive relationships, toxic relationships, and what those kind of relationships does to you as a person, and like the manipulation you go through and like all of those things. So therefore this book was very highly anticipated by me. I think this will be a tough read for me, but I think it will be worth it. And I also think this is a second chance romance. I feel like Karen Hutting tend to like writing second chance romances, because the other book on the short story that was in this book box as well is also second chance romance, and it's also signed by the author, the two of them together. The winter one, this was set in winter if you couldn't tell, it has a snowflake, and then the summer one has a little flower on the back, and they will look so cute on my shelf. So I'm very happy about this book box, and I'm sorry that it took me so long to open this book box. Let's go into editing. I need to get going now with that because it's lunchtime already now. That was the book box. I'm glad that you opened it with me. The next time you will see me opening a book box, it will be my own. Hello. I'm filming on my phone now, so you just have to live with that. But I just wanted to update that it's 18:16 and I have almost done 2 chapters. And I don't think I will do much more. I will finish chapter 7, but I'm not gonna do anything more than that because I have committed to a website, and I sat like 2 hours trying to understand how the frick you're supposed to build a website. And I'm using a template, and it's wordpress.com, so like there's a lot of tools to use and guides and such to help me along the way, but it was still very difficult. And so I have bought it now. I'm trying to build a website and just to claim that domain name, kind of. That was how I thought, because I also bought this roll-up thing to have when I'm doing signing. So I was filming all of that jazz, and I'm thinking about doing like a vlog series or a video on my experience with building my own author website. I'm not like paying anyone to do this for me. I'm just trying to figure stuff out myself. And I had a very ambitious goal of having like my author website look very professional, and like the UN, for example, Victoria Aveyard's author website. It's so amazing, it's so beautiful. And I was trying to make something like that, having the different pictures changing to different links and different sides to the website, but it didn't work the way that I wanted. Maybe it has a way, but I have yet to find that way. Anyway, so I sat with that like 2 hours or something, but I did buy my domain name, and I did start building my website, but it's rough right now. So I have done 2 chapters of editing. I will be on chapter 8. So far there's only a couple of sentences here and there. They don't really make sense. And so it's just for me to change those and change it up a bit, maybe add a sentence here and there. That's the update, but I will just finish chapter 7 now, take off my makeup, and then go hang out with my family. Hello everyone, welcome to the update that I have been stalling for a long time. It's currently the 14th of July and it's only 12 days until my release date. And I have been editing on and off since I first started this video, but it's the 14th of July and I am on chapter 43. Been editing chapter by chapter, scene by scene, sentence by sentence, and word by word. Halfway through, I really thought about reading through the whole thing. That is the way that everybody says that you should edit your book, and I know this. I have done this with many projects so far. Read through the book first and then see what you need to edit. But me and my stressed brain thought that I didn't have time for that. So I was gonna do a read through and an editing at the same time, going through sentence by sentence and see if I could catch any like really big errors, because I was so sure about the storyline and the characters and the 3-act story structure. I was so sure about that. Yeah, I was really thinking about that halfway through, but then I had already gone halfway, so I didn't want to go back and reread the first half and then continue to edit or reread. Thought that I could just keep going, and then if I have time I could do a reread after, and that is what I'm doing. I'm on chapter 43 because of some editing stuff. I now have 44 chapters and an epilogue, so 45. I had 46 before. Because of that editing, I now have only 3 chapters left to go through. I have begun working on chapter 43. My idea here is that I will go through these 3 chapters and be done with this today. So I will take you with me on this last bit of the journey, and then I will go straight into formatting it to A5 pages, and then I will read it as like an ebook on my iPad. Just read through it like it would be like a real damn book, see what I think about it. Also, action plan. I'm gonna go through all these last chapters, edit them like I have edited the past 42 chapters, but then I will go to one chapter that's in the begin half of the book. I will go back to one chapter and just edit some things out, because the first day that they begin working with each other, my 2 main characters, my female character is like a social media manager, and she is gonna work with my male character who owns a pub, and they're gonna work together to try to get the pub to survive. The first day that she goes to his pub and they're gonna work together, she has brought so many things with her. She has brought like white sheets to hang up in front of the windows to diffuse the light. She has brought up crystals. By some weird reason, she has brought crystals, because I saw someone on like TikTok using crystals to take amazing photos, like really artistic photos. I don't know why I put that in here, because that is not important, and she's not that kind of photographer. I meant for that scene to be more like she's gonna take a bunch of pictures on the surrounding area, and she's gonna take a bunch of pictures on the actual building and inside the building, like begin working with him as like the grumpy one. I don't know why she's bringing all of this stuff. I'm gonna tone it down a bit, because they're having like this big photo session later on in the book. That was just unrealistic and weird, so I will go back to that chapter and edit that out, but I don't think it will be a big edit. Now I'm gonna put up a time lapse, and then we're gonna do this shit. That took me 25 minutes. 25 minutes. That's so long. But now I'm on chapter 44. Chapter 44 is just a kind of spicy scene. And then we have the epilogue, and the epilogue is not even 2 pages. So it's not much left. My female character just went through her big like confrontation. When I wrote this, I talked about me wanting to have the 3rd-act conflict not to be about the actual couple, but about their separate journeys as just human beings, that their relationship actually helps them confront their own, demons. I wanted them to be united in their own conflict. So there's 2 different conflicts in the book. It's sparked by the same event, but it's 2 different conflicts because it affects 2 different people in 2 different ways. I will go through chapter 44 and then the epilogue. It's a spicy scene as well, and I don't have much to do with spicy scenes because I enjoy writing them, and I think that they are good as they are. So I feel good about that. But it's 4 o'clock in the evening and I want some ice cream, so I'm gonna get that and then continue to edit. I am done with the book. I deleted the end that I always put when I finish writing a book, but I always delete it when I am finished editing the first round. There we go. I found the chapter. Which chapter is it? It's chapter 12 from Iris's perspective, and I don't know what to do with her name yet, because I talked about this with another author and I talked with him about it, and he didn't think anything of it. Like, he thought it was just like a fun thing if I would have my female character of my debut fantasy starting with an I, her name Eden, and then my first romance having her name being Iris, but it's her dog. Her dog has an I name beginning with an I, and I want to keep that name so bad. So I still don't know, but okay. Now we're on chapter 12. Okay, so I think I did it. I think I have deleted all of those things that didn't make any sense. Glass shards and white cloth to hang on the windows to diffuse the light, which is, a good thing in photography if you need to take good pictures. Like, in a very uplit room from like the windows, but I use that technique when I film sometimes, when I feel like it's too bright from the window. But like, did I really have to do that? No, I did not, so I deleted it. I will say that I am done now with this draft, because after editing I have gone up in word count quite a lot, and right now my book is currently at 77,839 words. I think it was about 72,000 in the beginning when I had first written it, so I think that's good. I feel better about having it more towards the 80,000 mark than the 70,000 mark. The not so good part about reading it right after this is that maybe I don't see it in that like objective way that I need to in order to see its flaws and everything, but I'm gonna do it anyway because the contest that I'm sending this into has its deadline in little over a month, and I want to get this done before the end of July. I'm actually gonna get my iPad and I can show you how it will look on my iPad. Here you see the books that I have currently like in my library, and the good thing here is that you can see the percentage. Like with all the other books you can have bookmarks, so if I mark this page I can see which pages I have marked, which is really good because now I'm reading it in a different format. I'm reading it on my iPad, I'm reading it in like an A5 instead of an A4, so I can spot things that are wrong. It also says which page it is over here, so I didn't have to do that in the actual book. I'm probably gonna do like when I find an error or I find a chapter or a page that I want to change, or a scene that I want to change. I'm sorry if you can hear anything in the background. My neighbors are having fun. Then I'm gonna have it as a bookmark, and then I'm gonna write things in the actual page, and then I just go to this one right here, that one, and then go to bookmark, and then all of my bookmarks will be listed there. With that said, that was everything for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I am done with the editing of my book, and now we're just gonna read through it, see if I need to change anything else, and then send it off. I'm still gonna send it to other publishers if they would want to read my book. The things that remain are, like I said, reading the book, then I need to write a pitch and a query letter, then it's just sending the book to people. But with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a like and a comment below, and subscribe because I post a new video every week, every Thursday, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!